Everybody knows on this show, we all love a night at the flicks, don't we? A good movie. No two ways about it. And I think you're like me. We like to find films online that really, well, for me anyway, cost nothing. Found a brilliant movie the other night. I wish I could find the title for you. It was absolutely brilliant. And you know, one of those you're not going to watch. And then you just, just another 5 minutes. It was a 1949 movie, all about a man. He's quite a famous sex symbol apparently in his day, and he was married to the woman in it. Gosh, I'll have to remember. I will remember. I know, don't tell me off. I'm trying. A lot on your mind, you know. And it was one of those films, you know, when you're really hooked and you think, yeah, this is well done. And it's the story that really matters in the end, isn't it? Because you do kind of think to yourself, there's no CGI, as they call it, you know, green screen technology, all of that sort of rubbish. It was just done with brilliant acting. Now, it's interesting, isn't it, at the cinema. Oh, sorry, we forgot we haven't had a wave. Morning, how are you? Nice to have your company. Now, it's interesting, isn't it, with the films today, because we're often told that the box office is dire and, you know, people don't go and see it. One of the biggest films currently of #1 at the box office, it's doing okay, is the Bob Marley film. It's not breaking pots, but it's doing well, you know, which is a good thing for cinema. At least it's getting people in. But what I find fascinating is when you look at the box office returns and receipts, it's amazing when you think about it, because it's a bit like the record industry now. The things that are selling are the repackaged revinyl albums, you know, the ones that we've bought before, that they put out in pink vinyl, red vinyl, all that sort of stuff, you know, collector's editions, extended mixes. It's the golden oldies that are truly keeping business alive. And it's no different at the box office, let me tell you. This particular movie has done incredibly well. It is none other than the 80th anniversary concert, which was filmed late last year at the beautiful Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. A theatre, of course, that is currently owned by Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber. Ah, yes. Now, what's interesting with this particular concert is it's celebrating all the wonderful musicals that Rodgers and Hammerstein gave us over the years, with a brilliant cast, incredible cast, and of course one of my firm favourites, good friend of mine, Michael Ball. I asked Michael what was the concert like, and as he said, it's until you hear all the other songs sung by all the wonderful people that you forget exactly just what a legacy these brilliant artists, composers, entrepreneurs, you know, theatre magnates left behind. Rodgers and Hammerstein, of course, around their time, were not always welcomed at the box office. They were seen as cheap, cheesy, you know, not necessarily the right type of thing. Just proves how age makes people reflect and rethink. Do you know what I mean? Now, it's interesting because this concert was released specially to cinema for a short period, and it's going to be shown out in North America and I believe the rest of the world in a few weeks' time. It's already climbed to over #10 in the UK box office, raking in a lot of money. And this isn't a formal release. This is just a special 4-day screening, you know, that they had to extend because it did so well. And it got me thinking really that, you know, for all the hype of all the big Marvel movies, Dune 2, all the things that we see bombarded with, it's a simple, very effective concert that is pure entertainment with wonderful songs performed by excellent performers that can somehow just, you know, buck the trend and literally bring people back in to the cinema. Now, as I often say here on the show, I love your thoughts on things like this. Why do you think it made such a big impact at the cinema? Very little marketing, I might point out, as Michael Ball told me, but it did well. Fascinating to think. Am I right in saying that perhaps, just perhaps, good old-fashioned entertainment can prevail and seep through with the right material? I'd love to know your thoughts as ever. Do like and share and comment. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.